Hey guys, and welcome back to after a 1 year hiatus to my TF2 movie making tutorial series. For all those that have been waiting around, you guys have something wrong with you, but I appreciate that. What I will be talking about today is something I've already touched upon already, but it shall be the differences between the STV footage and POV footage and how we can amend those differences so that people won't notice. Because this is one of my biggest pet peeves throughout the past 4 years of making TF2 movies and watching them, is that a really good movie can come out and be completely ruined by one clip from STV, which just completely stands out because of all the differences there is between both STV and POV footage. So today I will try my best to explain how we can try to minimize all those changes so that it will blend seamlessly with all your other POV footages. So a little update. I abandoned the Oz Fortress 5 movie. I'm sure all of you know about that. And so I've taken up this Oz Fortress Players Highlights project, in which I'll be making movies or little clips for every single possible member of the Oz Fortress community. So it should be something interesting to do while I have a 3-week break from my university course. So just to get back into it, what we'll be doing today is I have got a clip from my good friend Fat, or Hipster in this case, from an STV, and what we'll be doing is trying to make it look like this. So this is my amended POV footage. So first off, what are the 3 big differences in STV and POV footage? Well, in order of what stands out the most, I guess, number 1, I guess, would be the FOV of the weapon view model. So you can see here the shotgun is actually quite, you can see a lot of it, while in the POV version it's actually quite shorter, and a lot of the times scout hands will look like they're disembodied and it'll just look very awkward. Second one are of course the kill notices. The fact that it's an STV, it doesn't actually highlight your kills or the player's kills, and so we'll be fixing that as well with a nifty little method that I tried to devise. And thirdly is that headshots don't appear, so you won't get the critical hit sprite coming up if you were to get a headshot from the sniper rifle, bow, or ambassador, etc., etc. That's a lot harder to go through, and I'll just briefly go through that because it's don't exactly have guaranteed works every time, looks great method to do so, and I haven't really advanced on my attempts back in 2009. So what we shall be doing is we'll be going straight into how we'll be fixing each of these problems straight up. So today I won't be using that. Today I will be using the Luena recording tool, because it just makes things a bit easier for me, and just kind of simplifies everything so that, and I know a majority of people at the moment are using this recording tool. So first of all, to amend the FOV model, what it really is quite simple, in that the STV footage, its view model is 15 more than POV footage. So anytime you were to record a footage, next time, you're going to do it from STV, instead of 70, in which we'd usually have for POVs, turn it all the way down to 55, and it should look exactly like it would in the POV. Now that's good enough. So if you do that, it kind of blends. And now the main problem, of course, are the kill notices. And this is took a little while, and I guess a lot of people have tried to get that to work, and I guess there are a lot of different methods in which you could approach it. The big problem is that if the person were to get multiple kills, how are you to keep track of all that and the timing when the actual kill notice moves up? How are you to keep track of that? Because one of the methods I always thought of is to actually redraw that in Paint Shop or Photoshop or something, and just chuck it in to Sony Vegas and layer it and just move it along as it goes. But I just realized that it's kind of a nuisance to get the icon and the typing out the name every single time. So I just realized that was just an annoying way to do it. So my way of thinking was that we really need to get a footage that's running at the same time with the highlighted kill notice, and then we'll overlay it with the STV one, and we'll just be masking the kill notice. And every single time he gets a kill notice, you just mask that specific highlighted kill footage. So through all my messing around with the HUD and all that, I realized that you can actually just change the HUD so that it comes out looking like this. And so we have it that, wait, no, this isn't the one. Error right there. This one, here we go. I made it so that every single kill is actually highlighted. So it's exactly the same as the normal STV footage. It's just instead of black, you've got the white. And what that allows us to do is it allows me to now select whichever kill notice I want and then replace the original footage with that kill notice running on top. And if they're both running aligned at the exact same time, it should be exactly, normal. So I'm going to start doing that, and I guess we'll start first off by how exactly do we edit the HUD so that it gets to this white notice. So what you actually have to do is, actually before I get into that, on further thought, when you were to, on further experimentation, I actually recorded two footages like this, this and the previous one, and when I actually lined it up like so, the thing that struck me, which kind of annoying, is that not everything is perfectly aligned. Usually all the character models are aligned perfectly, but the particles of smoke and all that aren't aligned well. So what this meant was that you had to be quite precise with your masking, otherwise you revealed a background that may not be exact with your current background, if that makes any sense and if anyone's following along. And so you kind of have a mismatch around those kill notices, which kind of looks odd. And so what I thought was to use the green HUD that Lucky Luke created for a couple of his movies that you can find at his website. I'll link that. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be using the green HUD, but we'll be using the principle of changing the kill notices to white, so that we can have both of it going on. And then what we'll do is that we'll just key out all the green, and then we could just easily mask out each kill notice without worrying about the layers having to overlap perfectly. So without any further ado, I shall start by talking about the HUD. So once you've downloaded the HUD, it's a simple matter of what I like to do is, these are all my demos. Actually, okay, just extract the HUD, okay? And what you have to do is, there's going to be a scripts folder and a resource folder, and these control your HUD elements. And so what you need to edit is inside the scripts file. You can easily do that by opening up Notepad, and if you were to load up the HUD layout.res, you have all these HUD elements and the ability to change it. And just a complete tangent on this, one of the things that also annoys me, probably just the past couple of years, is the KOTH, or the King of the Hill timer HUD element is always in the top left corner of footages that's been recorded, and a lot of that's just because people have been too lazy to actually edit that out. All you really need to do, that I noticed in that the Lumina recording tool, in its scripts and its layout, it doesn't actually have the KOTH HUD element in it. So what you have to do is just copy this, which I'll have in the description, into the file, and it's all good. If you have your own movie making scripts, then what you need to do is just go to the HudKothTimeStatus, change the visibility and it being enabled to 0, which doesn't actually do much, but actually change its X position on the screen to C -1000, which should shift it completely off screen. So that's just a complete tangent. What we want, if we were to move all the way down, is let me see, it'd be much easier if I just typed it in and found it. Death, here we go, HUD death notice. Now this is of course the death notices that come up, and there are certain variables that we need to change, and that is these 7 down here. Oh, actually no, only these 5. So what these are, not 7, not 5, it's actually just these 3. I'm an idiot. So what it actually is we have the base background color, which is actually the base kill notice color. So this first one is actually for your POVs, and it's got these color numbers 46, 43, 42, 222, which gives you this lovely kind of beige color. And while this local background color is actually the gray that we get for anyone that kills any other player, which is that gray. And so what we want to do is we want to change the gray to white or to beige. So what you need to do is you need to I'm actually going to just give you guys this script, but I'm just telling you what I did. So you replaced the 46, 43, 42 with 245, 229, 196, blah blah blah. And there's another one, there's icon color. It's not in this script file, so I did not properly plan this too well, but I will show you. The Lumina recording tool doesn't actually have that variable. So here we go, death notice. What else you need to change is you got icon color, that's the text color. So, oh, that's not the text color, that's the actual weapon color. So you need to change that from the white that you'd actually have with a normal local player to the black, which you have when it's set on the beige background. Otherwise it's black on grey, which you can't see whatsoever. So you just change the local player color to HUD black. And so those 4 variables are all you need, and that's all. So what I've done is I've changed these 4 variables inside of the green screen HUD. And so what I now have is a green screen HUD with all highlighted kill notices. And what Luina has, thoughtfully done is they've given us a folder or an option for a custom HUD. And so what I did was I just replaced the custom HUD script with my new green screen all highlighted kill notice script. And so once you go in to TF2, what you should have now is just when you record it, and I'm not going to show because I've pre-prepared everything for you guys. What you'll now get is this. You'll just get a lot of green and the HUD elements, but now every single kill that comes out will come out highlighted like so. Now the big problem that I have is the crit doesn't come out red, and I'll try to amend that ASAP, but for now this should do the job for the majority of you guys. So all we have are just kill notices, which is all great. So once you have your reduced FOV base, and you have, that's not it, yeah, that's it. So once you have your reduced FOV base footage, you can easily, so this is my reduced FOV base footage here. We have the green screen footage here. Let me just cross that out. So what we have is the green screen footage, like so. Oh god, I haven't done one of these in ages, so it just looks so terribly noobish. Here we go. What we have is a green screen and the footage. And one thing that I've talked about before is I always record my footage at a specific tick. And so in this case I recorded both footage at tick 4500. So I know that my footage will be exactly lined up. Now all we need to do now is go to your keying effect. So in Sony Vegas it's under chroma key, and you can just put in the pure green screen like so, and it gets rid of everything. But we got the highlighted kill notices. In Adobe After Effects you have key light, so use that. Now the main problem we have now is all these extra HUD elements, and the fact that everyone's kills becomes highlighted. So what we now need to do is we need to crop out your player's kills, and that is easily done by masking. The beautiful art of masking. So in Sony Vegas, go into this little event pan cropping tool and click mask down here. If you to zoom in like so, we were to scrub forward, we can see, here we go, this is where we have our first kill. And if we were to go to the frame in which it first appears, we can zoom in and very easily just mask it off like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. And now you can see in the preview that I've keyed out only his kill notice. Now an important thing is to actually make sure that with this it's actually a timeline. So so with your mask you need to make sure that things that they don't move around like that. So it looks kind of weird and crappy when that happens. So you need to make sure that for some reason that it has moved. I do not know why. Let me fix that. Oof. Screw that. Here we go. Wow. Great work, Sod. Here we go. and my computer's lagging up on me like crazy. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got that. Mask that. Key that area. And then when you move forward, you'll see that it moves up. So what you need to do is find the frame in which it moves up, like here. Make a new key point here, and then at the next key point, just move it up. And move it up. For some reason, Sony Vegas is deciding to fuck up with me. So I'm just going to go to footage I've prepared earlier. Isn't that the wonder of magic? So as you can see here, I have so carefully gone through. I have gone here. Crap, it's still green. Okay. Wow. My computer's lagging up like a bitch. Yeah, pure green screen. For you guys that are still following me, I appreciate it. So, what we have here is I've keyed out the kill notice here, and when it has moved on to the next frame, I have keyed it at this frame, and then in the next frame it moves up like so. And then same applies here, it moves off the screen. However, there's a new element that comes up, and so you just make another mask and rinse, wash, repeat, and just do that. If you have more than 2 kills, just add another mask and work that mask off, in its own manner. And what you end up with is kill notices that flow with the action. So what we have here is we have someone else getting a kill, so it's still grey. We have a kill here that's highlighted. It moves up now with no problem. It disappears, and then it just moves on. So that is pretty much it. Now the only thing that I can add on to this is the fact that I alluded to earlier, is the goddamn critical hit sprite that does not come up. And the only thing that I could show you was what I tried back in 2009, sheesh, in my movie Continuum. Shameless promotion here. I'm sure most of you guys know about it. Here we go. What I had to do here was I had to actually record the critical hit sprite on a separate black screen on my own server, and then I keyed out the black, and so I had a transparent animation, because the animation for critical hit is actually more complicated than just the word critical hit. It actually changes color, and it actually rises up and changes in size. So I needed that specific footage. And then what I noticed was that if you were just to put it at where the person got headshotted, it looks unnatural, because the moment you start moving, it moves with you. So you actually have to track your critical hit to where the original hit was. And I'm not the best with tracking, and so I came out with a kind of semi-decent looking footage there. But that's all I can think of. To amend all the STV differences, I hope that helps, and therefore I hope to never see any more singular STV footages in a really good movie of POV footages. If all you have is STV footage, then I'm okay with that. I don't expect you to go through every single clip and change it. But if you got a really good movie, and I see one, no kill notices lit up, I will dislike that on YouTube. Yeah, you heard me, so be warned. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully I'll be making more clips, more tutorials, and possibly a movie. I doubt that though, because it will never be finished, and I'll cancel it midway. So enjoy this tutorial, and hopefully you guys will stick around, and thanks.